Hello and welcome to another episode of Flipping Out. This is Paul Eisel, your host, and today with me I have my business partner on the educational side of the company and somebody who's worked with me for many years in the investing field. And I had him on before. We talked in depth about basically his background. I'm going to kind of have him do a quick overview again for those of you who didn't listen to that episode. So Mike, why don't you get us kick-started on what got you into real estate? Yep. And your whole ordeal through it with your former partner, and then into when we met, and we'll go from there.
Sure, yeah. Pal, thanks for having me back on again.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so out of college, it was one of those things, I moved in at home, and I wanted to buy a house because I didn't want to rent and waste money, but I still wanted to go on vacations, go out to the bars with my friends. I'm in my 20s, have a good time. So my girlfriend, then now wife at the time, she recommended a book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. So I read it and I'm like, hey, this made sense. It shifted my mindset essentially, right?
I think we all read that one. That was like the key. It was the key one for me too. I think you can go to what probably about 90% of the investors out there, and it was the same deal. So I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, that's fine. Yeah. But with any reading, people read books all the time, makes them think differently, change their mindset. But the key, what I did is I actually took action and I bought a multifamily property as my first property.
Smart.
And it was fully rented. I didn't even move into it first. So I'm still living at home with mom and dad, but own a rental property with tenants.
Right.
Once one of them moved out, I moved in, and then I kind of had the other people pay for my mortgage, and that way I saved up a lot of money. And I'm like, whoa, this is pretty cool, this real estate thing. I was still an actuary working in corporate America, so I had no thoughts of really taking real estate to the next level or anything like that. But along the way, I started, once I was done my actuary exams, I had more time. I started thinking of going to local RIAs and meeting people. And this is probably like 2008, 2009 time period now.
Right around the financial crisis.
Yeah, exactly. Perfect timing. So I'm going to RIAs. People are like literally fleeing RIAs at the time because no one wanted to touch real estate. This is when I'm starting to meet people like you, your former partner, and my partner at the time, Eric. Yeah. And what I ultimately got involved with was the wholesale model day one. I mean, it was very interesting. So
as a matter of fact, all four of us were involved in that, right? So we were doing our own wholesaling business. You guys had your wholesaling business. If I remember right, you guys were kind of focusing on Philadelphia more so.
Correct.
More so than other markets, although you did do Bucks and Montgomery County as well. And then Juan and I were focused on like bank REOs, kind of buying all over there. So two different things, but we kind of meshed, our businesses kind of meshed, and we became friends there.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. So like you said, me and Eric, we focused on the Philly market first, wholesaling. And, I realized this isn't real estate. This is sales and marketing. So it's a totally different business. So I studied all that stuff. We were doing, a few houses a month, wholesaling the Philadelphia marketplace, mix of direct mail, pay-per-clip, et cetera out there, just online and offline marketing. And it was a grind. We grew, we hired acquisition people. We had just like an office manager to handle all the marketing, return mail and all that kind of stuff. So
a lot of moving parts in that, right?
A lot of moving parts. And at the end of the day, it ate a lot of profit margins, but it was a good business. We started then to expand in Pittsburgh, and then we did a few flips locally as well. So, we started to dabble on different exit strategies in the real estate market in Pennsylvania. And then ultimately around 2012, 2013 timeframe, my business partner decided to move to California. So we kind of, mutually dissolved the business. And I took a little bit of time off from real estate, and then I guess it was September 2014, I got that email or phone call from you like, hey, I want to grab coffee at Starbucks. Paul and I live like 5 minutes away from each other at the recording of this. And then, you told me about your business model, and I was intrigued. I loved it. I was like, oh, I don't have to set up appointments with home sellers. It was very transactional based. It was almost like, let's just make offers on online auctions. It was like buying and selling stock or something that easily.
Our mindset was the exact same for this, which is why it works so well. One, I like that. I don't want to have to deal with all these moving parts. You're very similar too. We want to kind of control things. We're probably a little bit of a control freaks, but at the same time, we can maximize profits and then reduce what we have as far as payments going out monthly on anything. We have no marketing costs, right? You kind of, because you used to have a lot of marketing costs with your business there. You had to pay per click costs, which all are part of marketing costs. The only marketing costs we have now is if we're getting cash buyers list, more or less.
Exactly. Yeah. Which is minimal. You give it everything else. Yeah.
It is minimal.